We are seeing more and more stump-tailed macaques on social media being exploited as pets, and this is why I'm making this video. I will talk about some of the differences of stump-tailed macaques compared to other species. Then I'll talk about their population assessment. All sources will be listed in my pastebin link in my description. I'll also add links to a couple nice videos of stump-tailed macaques for you to check out. Stump-tailed macaques are liked on social media for how white their fur is and how cute they are as infants. Unlike long-tailed macaques, where they go from dark to light, stump-tailed macaques go from light to dark. Their shade of fur can vary in color, such as nearly black, dark brown, reddish brown, regular brown, gray, blonde, a combination of colors, and some even stay nearly white. The tail of stump-tailed macaques starts off relatively long as babies, but as they get into adulthood their tail often becomes much smaller, much like a bear. In fact, stump-tailed macaques are sometimes called bear macaques because of their body structure, dark fur, and their tail size. Some lose their tail almost entirely, where it is just a stump. Hence the name, stump-tailed macaques. Also, as they get older, the redder or darker their face becomes. Over time and with exposure to the sun, the red coloration darkens and may even become black in some spots, or on most of the face. Their stocky build makes them the most clumsy climbers out of all the macaque species. Stump-tailed macaques spend most of their time on the ground, using the trees for food and sleep. However, alpha and high-ranking males will mostly stay on the trees and keep lookout for predators or rivals. They will give a warning call, similar to a roar. That way, others in the troop know if danger approaches. Stump-tailed macaques are very vocal compared to long-tailed and pig-tailed macaques. They make calls to let members in their troop know where they are. They also coo to greet each other. Stump-tailed macaques prefer to live in an undisturbed forest. They walk between 1.2 to 1.8 miles or 2 to 3 kilometers in their area, daily. A prominent behavior that is different to other macaques is low-ranking members will present his or her arm to a higher-ranking member. This is still being studied, but it's being known as a sign of submission and a way of establishing ranking. Out of all the macaque species, stump-tailed macaques have the most diverse protein diet. Although their diet is mainly of fruits and vegetation, they will eat freshwater crabs, insects, seeds, eggs, flowers, frogs, and birds when given the opportunity. They live in a multi-male, multi-female troop with several monkey families and with up to 60 members. They are more egalitarian than other macaque species, which means they generally have more equal rights and opportunities within their hierarchy. However, hierarchy and dominance still has its role within these troops. Alpha males and high-ranking males will have the most participation in mating. There will be several males within the troop. Females will be able to mate with more than one. Oddly and unlike other macaques, they will end their mating session with the female sitting on his lap before moving on to what they were doing prior. Just like other macaques, young stump-tailed macaque males will leave their birth troops to find their own once they've reached maturity. They are the slowest of the macaque species to have offspring. Females reach maturity at 5 years old. They're pregnant for 6 months and only give birth every 2 years. Unlike the pig-tailed and long-tailed macaques, where it's more rare, stump-tailed macaques will allow their baby to receive care from other female macaques within the troop. They will even occasionally be with males. These babysitters, as I will call them, groom and play with the infants. They also help keep them safe along with the watchful eyes of the infant's mother. The baby has freedom to explore and investigate their environment, and in doing so, they will keep in communication with their mothers by calling out. Here you will see teeth chattering. Stump-tailed macaques tend to use this a lot. It's believed to be used to show submission. In the wild, low-ranking monkeys will chatter their teeth towards a higher-ranking member. It is believed to be a behavior that promotes troop harmony, similar to lip smacking. They are the only type of macaque where both male and females can have balding as they get old. These monkeys can live up to 30 years old. Stump-tailed macaques are not known to be the most attractive as they age. In my opinion, I think some of them are. But sadly, we know what happens to pet monkeys when they're no longer cute babies. September 16th of 2020, the stump-tailed macaque population was surveyed. According to ICUN Red List, they are listed as vulnerable and have been since 1996. I wonder if a more current assessment were to be held now, in 2023, if they'd be considered officially endangered. They did make predictions, based on trend, that they expected a further decline in the population back in 2020. But I don't think they predicted the trend of stump-tailed macaques becoming pets, as they didn't list that as being one of their biggest concerns. They acknowledge that some pet trade was happening back in 2020, but list no specific region of concern in which they were being traded as pets the most. However, they did say Vietnam and Cambodia is the two countries doing the most trading. The population of stump-tailed macaque vary by location. Some places have very low populations and others are doing all right. Here are the locations native to stump-tailed macaques where populations are most concerning. Despite the common belief by locals, none of these locations are overpopulated by stump-tailed macaques. In eastern Bangladesh, they believe stump-tailed macaques are completely extinct. In Thailand, habitat loss, degradation and fragmentation are major threats to stump-tailed macaques. Hunting is prevalent, but not a significant threat to the species in this location. At one point there was a massive trade of 30,000 stump-tailed macaques to the US for biomedical research. That drastically changed the population of stump-tailed macaques in Thailand. Stump-tailed macaques are now deemed endangered in Thailand. In India, stump-tailed macaques are losing their habitat due to jhum cultivation and infrastructure projects. They are being hunted for food. The monkeys live in a protected area in forest reserves. Jhum cultivation is a traditional technique in the Chittagong Hill Tracts. Located in Bangladesh and nearby regions such as Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and Nagaland in India. Jhum cultivation is also known as slash and burn, where farmers routinely remove the forest on the slopes of the hill, and then move on to one cultivable area to another. In Vietnam, the monkeys are being used in traditional medicine, both within the country and for trade with China. Agriculture, hydropower structures, and mining developments also threaten the species. In Lao People's Democratic Republic, they are being hunted for their bones to send to Vietnam and China used for, quote, medicinal purposes. For this reason, trade for these macaques are high in demand. Gold mining and logging, as well as cultivation, are threatening their habitat. Other threats include extensive poaching used in traditional medical use, such as manufacturing polio medicine. The survey noted that Lao People's Democratic Republic also has no preservation measures in 2020, which isn't helping with the decline of their stump-tailed macaque population. In Myanmar, logging and timber extraction for rubber plantations and habitat loss are this species' biggest threat in their country. They are also hunted and traded with China for their bones. They are locally extinct in some places in Myanmar, such as Guangdong Province, possibly due to hunting and trade with China. In Cambodia, where the trade is high, stump-tailed macaques are already scarce. They are found in only 3 areas of the 24 sites within a small area in Cambodia. These traits threaten the population. Maybe, just maybe, stump-tailed macaques are already endangered in 2023. It was so hard to find stump-tailed macaques in a wild setting. Got examples to show you. However, I did find a creator who did a couple videos that I recommend you check out. Links and info are in my description.